Hey guys, welcome back to Terraria. Last time I was able to get my new harpy wings, so now I have the ability to fly, which is great. But we also tried to take on, we didn't try to take it on by, our own choice. We tried taking on one of the mecha bosses, or one of the mech bosses, and we got our asses handed to us. So, that's not great. But today, we are going to be taking on one of the mech bosses. As you can see, I have a very weird thing set up here. So this is kind of an odd little build. This is meant to make one of the mechanical bosses so incredibly easy that, it should be like a fucking cakewalk for us. And the reason I made this is because, I'm not good at video games. And I also love it in video games when you can exploit the shit out of everything. So therefore, I felt that it was the best thing to do. Also, if I tried to take on that boss naturally, I would have gotten my ass handed to me. So therefore, I'm going to go ahead and try it out this way. And as you can see, I have a shit ton of dynamite. I'm going to show off what the hell that means. But using rotten chunks, souls of night, and iron or lead, you can create these things called mechanical worms. And this summons the boss called the Destroyer. And that's the one that we're going to be taking on today. Hopefully multiple times. Killing him multiple times would be great. But of course, you need to go ahead and ask this man for even more dynamite. Now I have 359 dynamite. Be great if, I could get a shit ton of money from my grinder. But for now, it just ain't worth a lot. Either way, I just placed my dynamite somewhere. There we go. My 360 dynamite. So either way, what I need it to be in order to start fighting the Destroyer is I need it to be daytime, or I need it to be nighttime. So, therefore, I'm going to go over to this bed that I made in this lower area. Of course, I had completely forgotten that I made a bed here in this first grinder. I kind of just, forgot about its existence, but this does actually help me, start passing it to nighttime. Because to fight the Destroyer and most of the mechanical bosses, it needs to be nighttime. So, therefore, I need to skip to that certain point in the day. So, I'm going to sit here and think about my feelings. I'm going to drink some water, of course. Be a great idea. Great idea. I go. Exactly. I think all of us go. I don't know what that means, but, I hope you understood. Because I didn't understood. I very much did not understood what I just said, but I hope you guys translated that out of glossalalian into exactly. Egg fucking exactly. Either way, it's almost nighttime. I think it's like past 6 is counted as nighttime. I think. Either way, past 6, I'm just going to go ahead and jump up. Yeah, it makes something change. At least makes things depart. Makes the random traveling merchant that I didn't do shit with go the hell away. Either way, I made this in our old Devourer of Worlds arena just because the boss, the Destroyer, is very, 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 very annoying. And pretty much if you spawn him near your base, he will kill everybody in the base. He will, fucking annihilate them. So, not a good idea to fight the Destroyer near your base if you want to keep your people alive. But here's the setup that I use. Let me go ahead. Get the person's YouTube channel. I got this design from a guy named Kamikaze on YouTube, so thank you to Kamikaze. But this design is kind of weird in the fact that it's going to completely make the Destroyer useless. So we've got a big old row of chests down here, and we've got a shit ton of dynamite. Now the dynamite will usually blow up blocks and then, create a hole and stuff like that. And that won't be great if I can't hit the enemy with it. But having a big old row of chests on blocks makes it so that the things underneath them, like the blocks, will not get destroyed by dynamite, because that's not what usually happens. So, using it like that, we have a nice little platform to throw dynamite at something. And then all the way up here, we pretty much have it on, the very end of our screen. So, the idea is, what we're going to do is, I'm going to go ahead, going to attach myself into that, because I'm just going to hook shot myself into this one block. Then, I want to go ahead, take a block. Oh shit, the air is getting colder around you. Damn it, I don't want to fight any other bosses. I want to fight the Destroyer, dang it. Why do the blood moons always have to come? Also, what the fuck does it mean by the place around you is getting colder? I do not understand. I do not comprehend. I'm like, what? Does that mean that something's about to happen? I mean, I know that it's a blood moon. Also, I want to use the Knight's Edge because of its massive amount of range. Because the boss that we're going to be fighting is going to be very annoying. Because he has a lot of really shitty friends that I do not enjoy being near. I do not enjoy them. I'm just wondering, like, what the fuck does it mean by the world around you is getting colder? Does that mean that Deerclops is coming back? We're not, like, you know, in a snow biome, so I don't really know what that means. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can fight the Destroyer anyway. So anyway, what I need to do, get up here, get all the way up on the rope, then hook shot myself into the middle of this, and then what I need to do is block swap the one platform into a block. So now, I am technically stuck inside of a wall. So being inside this wall makes it so that people don't really know who I am. Also, what the fuck, Skeletron Prime? This is another one of the mech bosses. This is like usually the easiest, really. It's not that hard, really, but like at the same time, I'm not prepared to fight him at all. So it's like, dang. Well, I've got a very... I'm not supposed to be fighting this guy yet, but you know, I guess we'll give it a try. All of my Bass statues and shit are back at home, so it's like, I'm not prepared to fight this guy at all. I'd rather just die. Just kill me. Yeah. Just kill me. I don't really care. You can despawn. I'm going to fight the boss that I want to fight. So that's what it means when it says the air is getting colder. It means that Skeletron Prime's just going to come out of the fucking woodworks and destroy me. Which is fine, I guess. But it's like, I will be fighting you later, Skeletron Prime. So as you can tell, the two mechanical bosses we've seen so far are just upgraded versions of other mechanical bosses from earlier in the game. So I wonder what the Destroyer will look like. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to grab that money before it despawns. Be great to have at least a couple more gold, because I'm pretty much running out of money. Anyway, what you need to do now is re-block swap this, but now we've got like Devourers coming for us. So I need to get rid of these shitheads before I can actually start working. Can you fuckers get the hell out of my way? Gotta love that we're doing this during a blood moon. Just like, you know, the game is like, I want you to feel pain and suffering. Either way, what I need to do now is re-block swap this into being a platform, then reattach, and then block swap it into being, you know, a fucking brick again. So therefore, now what I need to do is take all this dynamite. I need to spawn the boss. So therefore, let me get out the mechanical worm and start prepping. Let's see how this goes. If I spawn the mechanical worm, this now summons, well, the Destroyer. As you can see down there, he's seeming to have a real hard time trying to get up to me. This guy flies, which is weird. But as you can see his little ass down there. He should be flying directly towards where I am right now. And the only thing I need to do is throw the shit out of dynamite down there and blow the shit out of him. The problem is that, like, when you start beating the Destroyer, he starts spawning these things called probes. And you really don't want the probes to come hit you because they're really dickish. So, therefore, what I'm doing right now is killing all the enemies that are in the way. But I just need to blow the shit out of this fucker by throwing a shit ton of dynamite down. As you can tell, this literally makes him, like, you know, suck. He literally sucks at his job now, so I'm a big fan. But yeah, he'll start spawning these probes, those little circular things. They're kind of like Eyes of Cthulhu, but they're dickish. The little, like, demon eyes or whatever the fuck they're called. Either way, just as long as I sit up here, and because I am inside of a block, the enemies think I'm invincible, like I'm invisible. So therefore, the reason you do this is to make it so that you can keep on, like, you know, not having to deal with the enemy, but being able to drop your shit down and kill him anyway. So, point is, you just need enough dynamite to kill this guy. And I don't know if I have enough dynamite, but we'll see. I might need to jump down there and actually start a fight if I run out of dynamite. But, you know, I have quite a bit, so I don't see this going all that badly. As you can see, he's got 12,000 health. He's got a shit ton of health for being, you know, the first boss you would take on after the Wall of Flesh. And a lot of these probes just kind of die when all of the, what's it called? When all of the dynamite goes off. So, I'm a big fan. I really like this strategy. First time I actually beat the Destroyer, I had to have my friends Tyler and Carter help me because we were playing on like our multiplayer world, and like he is tough if you fight him normally. Because it's like he's got the ability to like, you know, kill you in one hit if he hits you with his head, and he is fucking-gantic. He's pretty much a replacement for the Devourer of Worlds and stuff like that. But it's like, he's fucking gigantic. He's got a shit ton of health. He is super fast, spawns all these probes that are dicks to you, and it's just like a fucking pain to fight him. It's fun, but it's like without like a shit ton of backup, this takes quite a while to kill. He is a boss to defeat all bosses, but doing it this way, well, he is literally just a pussy now. He is literally just the pussy of hell. The Devourer of Pussy, which is what they call me, but then again, they keep calling me that in prison. They keep calling me that in prison. What prison? All of them. But yeah, so I was thinking like, damn, Destroyer is going to be like a really tough boss. And it's like, well, no, not really. When I do it this way, he can't do crud. All of his probes usually die in the explosions. So I'm going to refight this guy like a couple more times because I'd love to steal his soul. Either way, now I can get out and grab the treasure bag. Alright, grab all this crud, and as you can see, I got a treasure bag from it, and we're going to get a lot of good shit from it. We also have his fucking dead carcass. And the clown is here. I love dealing with the clown. So much fun. Great mini-boss. Great mini-boss. Thanks for the KO cannon. I don't know what that does. Either way, I'd like to get back up onto my my pedestal, so I'm going to go up there. Either way, need to block swap that back, and then block swap it back once I've, you know, chained myself to it. But yeah, Destroyer, very hard boss when you do it normally. I'll tell you that. He is an intense boss, but, you know, we are more intense. In fact, I think we're going to run out of nighttime in order to, you know, spawn him, so I just gotta wait. That's the one thing. This boss fight can take forever if you do it this way, because like you have to wait for all of the fucking dynamite to blow him up, but damn is he much easier this way. And if I had the ability to go back in time and do it on my multiplayer world, I would have done it this way, because it would have been way easier. Dang, everybody is coming to kill all of my friends. Don't worry, I'll just teleport up. Okay, no, I don't have my spawn set no more. Come up here, everybody. Come have fun with me in the sky. Me and my bass statue. There's a fucking another clown. Those clowns are annoying. Either way, now that I have... I'm just going to let all my guys die. I really don't care. Look, all of them are dying. I used to have attachments to these guys. Now I really don't. One thing I'm attached to is just my one zoologist. And that's because she's a fucking furry. I think it's the same exact one. Yeah, it's a Zarya. I have the same exact zoologist since the zoologist spawned in, so I'm pretty chill with her. Does that make me a furry? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Ooh, I got a kite. Well, I don't know why I said it like that. I got a kite. Either way, killing the Destroyer now drops his good old treasure bag. What we get from it are Souls of Might, Hallowed Bars, and a mechanical wagon piece. So, Souls of Might, very important. Also, looks like Fritz is throwing a party. And I guess that stopped the blood moon out of nowhere. Well, that's good. Either way, so, killing the Destroyer allows me to get the Hallowed Bars, the Souls of Might, and the mechanical wagon piece. The wagon piece is not super important right now. We'll leave that to the side until we can get, you know, more pieces for that. But the Hallowed Bars and the Souls of Might are pretty important, as the Hallowed Bars are going to be our next armor set as well as our next weapon, while the Hallowed Bars are going to be what we need to go ahead and upgrade some of our weapons. So, from here, the thing I want to do first is to make the weapon Excalibur. Excalibur is stronger than the Knight's Edge, and even has like a little circle just like the Knight's Edge. So, good replacement for now, not going to be our main weapon near the end of the game, but for now it's a good replacement. And what I want to do is just keep refighting the Destroyer, because I want that shit. See, I can make the Hollowed Mask, which is for melee builds. I can make the, let's see, Hollowed Hood. Cool. If I had melee, if I had summons, I guess. The thing I want to make is the hollowed mask. Hollowed armor is going to be very important. It's, going to be better than adamantite because, it has extra stuff. The adamantite does have the set bonus of having 20% more melee, but, like, once you see the hollowed armor's set bonus, you're going to like it a lot more. And the reason that I only have stuff to summon the destroyer is because if I just keep killing the destroyer, he'll keep dropping his bag, which means more and more hollowed bars for me, which means that, I can have a full set of hollowed armor by the end of the episode. One thing I gotta find is the demolitionist if he's still alive. I think he died. Dang. I'm like, dang. Well, I don't have my dynamite, but, the amount of dynamite I have right now should be enough for me to, like, kill him at least 1 or 2 more times. Get out of here. As you can see, Excalibur is pretty goddamn cool. Not as good, like, range-wise as, like, the, whatever it's called. The whatever it's called. The Knight's Edge, but the Excalibur is going to be important in making the Knight's Edge even stronger than before. So, therefore, it's a required little item that I'm going to be making use of. Also, I guess the Pwn Hammer is counted as a hollowed item as well, because it's got that same design. Either way, I just need time to pass, because I don't care about what's going on during the day. I want to kill the giant snake thing again. And I can literally kill him an infinite number of times, because usually I can get a shit ton of, like, rotten chunks from my mob grinder, even if, like, I have to deal with going into my mob grinder. But I can get an infinite amount of, like, Souls of Night and Souls of, and then, like, what are they called? Rotten Chunks and Iron Bars. Because what you need are Souls of Night, Rotten Chunks, and Iron Bars. Which, I don't know, I think my Iron Bars went into one of my chests. So, if I wanted to spawn more, and I can definitely spawn more, I'd have to go through there. But also, if I want to fight the Destroyer normally, I would really like some hollowed armor. So, therefore, I could actually fight him normally once I have a full set of hollowed armor. Very important item. Very important item. Let's see. I'm just wondering, should I put it on with my adamantite? But adamantite set bonus is still better than just having one piece of hollowed armor. We need all the set. We need all of them. Which means probably fighting the Destroyer like 3 times. Maybe 2 times. But I would say 3 times would be a good amount. We just need a shit ton of the stuff. And we're going to need even more to make something different. Very important next pickaxe that we're going to require. Which means that I'm going to have to fight all 3 of the... or I guess the other 2... what's it called? Mechanical bosses. Because I just need what they're going to drop. Because they're going to drop certain souls that are going to be important to the next part of progression. Of course, I'm going to have to fight them. Skeletron Prime is probably going to be the easiest one to fight. Skeletron Prime is kind of sucky, as long as you have all of the buffs set up and can just, like, run in circles. Skeletron Prime is really just worthless in a way. But, the twins are where I'm gonna have some trouble. I've only ever fought the twins with another player, which is not great because there's 2 giant-ass, like, eyes. So each player could pay attention to each eye. But if you're just playing as a single player, you're not going to be able to pay attention to both eyes at the same time, which is not great. Not great. Also, I do 445 damage with the adamantite armor. It gives me a hell of a buff, I tell you. Let's see. Just gotta run by. Yeah, get back to what I was doing, which was, making us money NPCs. Also, they drop like a shit ton of money whenever they die, so 41 gold would be enough to get me more dynamite. I just, he's not alive. Thanks for all the money, though. And just drop down here. Party time's over. It's time to fuck. Okay, well, that's a very different idea. It's a very different idea, but I'm in. I'm into fucking you. Please don't take that out of context, viewer. Then again, even in context, it doesn't make much sense. So if you play that like, audio clip every single day of your life, you just hear, I'm gonna fuck you, then, well, whatever you want to do. Either way, boss! Spawn him again. Drop so much dynamite, they won't even be able to know their own fucking name. Just keep dropping it, kill all the probes that show up. Because I guess it's not killing the probes this time. You fucking probe. I've been probed! And that's not a good idea. I mean, it's not good for your health, your mental health, any kind of health, any kind of shelf. What's a shelf? I don't know, man. I don't really know. Also, it's a good idea to use the dynamite when the destroyer is all, like, what's it called? Like, wrapped up like it is now. Like, when each part of it is, like, very close to each other. It's a great idea because it getting those multiple hits. Bigger dynamite for your buck. Or your butt. I don't know. I don't know, man. All I know is drop dynamite on snake, make money. Drop dynamite on the snake, make money. I don't want to spawn another destroyer at the same time. Though it would be funny if I had 2 destroyers to deal with, but, like, it wouldn't really change much. I would just need more dynamite. I just need more shit to blow you up with. Let's see. Problem is, sometimes he just kind of jumps over my, like, dynamite pack. So it's like, sometimes my dynamite just misses. Sometimes you just fuck yourself over. Come on. There's also, I know of a way to, like, cheese the destroyer by, like, putting a shit ton of dynamite in one singular place, or, like, some kind of explosive, and then Risey Spawn just setting it off immediately. There's a way to do it, I just don't know how. And then again, I just figured out this strategy today, so it's like, you know, I could probably figure it out, I just don't know. See, this is a great time to explode! Let's see. Just keep dropping them, keep dropping them. Just keep dropping them. If he got a little bit closer, I'd be able to hit him with Excalibur and do more damage. But it's like, it's whatever. It's whatever. Just blow this fucker up. I can do like a good, like 1,000 damage to even maybe like 2,000 damage each time one of my dynamites go off. So it's like this is a great way to murder a giant snake. Snake, how could you do this to us? Big boss. I can't do it correctly. Big boss. Don't let the life you have left be wasted fighting. Well, thanks for saying that, big boss, but no. I want to waste my life fighting. That's why I'm playing Terraria. I'm fighting a snake. That's not the real Solid Snake. Why am I making so many Metal Gear references? I don't know. Metal Gear is a good game. Metal Gear is pretty cool. Let's see, alright. Fucking kill the snake. This is how they killed the Solid Snake. By blowing up his house. I mean, they did try and blow up Shadow Moses Island at the end of Metal Gear 1, so... Therefore, they did kind of do that. They did sort of do that. Well, there's another destroyer down. I hardly knew her. I hardly knew her. Give me... Ooh, I even got the destroyer trophy. Cool. Well, it's time to kill more of them. The trophies are something that I haven't been getting most of the game, just because they're a very low drop, but it's something that you can only get in, what's it called? Hard mode. And what it is, not hard mode, in expert mode, which is what we're playing in. Expert mode and above. And what it is just like random little plaques that show off the boss's like head and stuff like that. So they don't drop very commonly. They're sort of an uncommon drop, but they're just cool little things to show off that you've, you know, beaten a boss. You've beaten the boss. Let's see. I'm going to kill another one because I want to kill another one. I have eaten a cat. I will eat another. Just drop uncontrollably. Drop all the dynamite. Send off the payload. Send off your favorite TF2 game mode payload. Let's see. Just wait until they coincide, and then they're going to be dead. You're going to be dead, Mr. Snake. Very dead. You're going to make us a lot of money, Mr. Snake Man. Let's see. Just keep dropping them. Just makes when I say Snake Man, it makes me think of S&T Imagine. It's been a while since I played that game. That was a hell of a playthrough to get through. Very long, very confusing, very Japanese, and everything in between. Very Japanese, very meme, and very everything. Alright, drop more shit on him. He's halfway dead. I'm halfway dead, and now I'll die now, because I'm a giant fucking snake. Gotta love it when he just starts going fast for no reason. Just drop more. Add more! Just gotta keep adding more of the pill. So you can see I can just obliterate the shit out of them. The person in the video used like 9,000 like dynamite. You really don't need that much. You only really need maybe even just 100 if you're smart about throwing shit down. If you're not smart like me and just like chucking shit at the ground, I'd say 150 is a probably good amount of dynamite to bring this guy to his knees. Just keep chucking. I don't care about the probes. All I can care about is blowing this snake into smithereens, which also sounds really bad, but you know, we say bad things all the time. We say everything worse. Just keep dropping them down. He's going to die soon. I have done too much ketamine and will now die. There you go. He now died. Well, I killed him a bunch more times. I could kill him again. I just don't want to. We don't have enough dynamite. Not made out of money. Or I kind of am now. I kind of am now. It's kind of the cool thing. All right, let's go ahead and dump some shit into the things. Put my money away. Can I put my money in the money thing? Money in the money. Let's see. Transfer this all into here. There we go. Just got to put my savings in. Either way, I can open this bag like a bunch more times now. Now I can also put up the Destroyer trophy. Just shows that I made him my bitch. Made him my bitch multiple times. Alright, so now I can make myself the hollowed plate armor, as well as the hollowed greaves. So now I got a full hollow set, which is going to be, in my opinion, better than the adamantite armor. Let's see, so the whole hollowed set gives you the bonus of become immune after striking an enemy. So it gives you like a chance to like dodge if you hit somebody, which is really incredible, really good. So very helpful in bosses. Also, I figured out I don't need the feral claws anymore because everything has automated punch now. So therefore, I can put something better on, I guess. It's not going to give me too much defense, but like I can put something better on. Put the horseshoe on. Not really helpful, but you know, I could put a horseshoe on. Let's see. I guess the worm scarf is probably the best thing I can put on. Just because it gives me an extra little bit of defense. And that's all I'm looking for, just extra defense. Reduce damage. Alright, well, now I have myself full set of hollowed armor. Which is pretty incredible, seeing as, like, you're usually supposed to fight all the bosses, then get their stuff. Also, I have 93 Souls of Might. I don't think there are any purpose for the Souls of Might outside of combining them with other souls. So, I don't think there's much of a purpose. Or I guess you can get a Soul of Might in a bottle. What does that do? I'm like, what does that do? Souls. What does a Soul of Might in a bottle do, though? I don't think it does anything. That's the problem. I could use it to make a much better, like, ranged weapon, which could be helpful. Can't use. That's kind of the one thing it could be used for. I can use it to make my mini shark better, even though I haven't been using my mini shark in a very long time. So it's really just a waste of time, but, like, you know, if I wanted to. Let's see, the other things I have to fight are the fuckers. The other two fucks. Either way, as you can see, when I hit things, it, like, duplicates me. And that makes me somewhat invincible to a bunch of shots. So, therefore, it is a very good thing to use. I just, you know, I have no one to fight now. See, Holy Protection. You will dodge the next attack. So, it just makes you stronger. See, the question is, what boss should I fight next? Actually, I should probably go ahead and get my whole place set up to fight another boss. Let's see, I need that. I need wiring. I need the timer, wherever the hell I put it. Put the timer somewhere. I just don't know where. Must have been in one of these chests. Ooh, turtle shell. Turtle shell, good. Very good. There it is. I'm just blind. Also, say goodbye to the adamantite sword. It had one episode to shine, and it kind of sucked. Also, I should go ahead and place my old armor into my armor slots. You can stay here and take up all the space in the world, because I'm never going to use you. Let's see, where did I place the mechanical thing? The mechanical thing, which I don't know what it is. I don't know. Either way, it can go in here. Let me go ahead and set up the arena again, because, you know, I haven't been using the original arena all that much, so... Therefore, it needs to get set back up to fight off against the next 2 mechanical bosses. There's probably ways of cheesing both of them, and who knows, I might just, like, try and cheese them as well, just for the fun of it, but, like, you know, we'll try and do it for realsies. We'll try. Let's see. There we go. Set up the timer. There we go. And then I need the bass statue. So, I fought him with even out the best. Exactly, I completely agree. Whatever the hell I just said, I completely agree. Alright, well, let's see. I don't know what I need to summon the rest of the guys. Let me see. I need to fight Skeletron Prime again. I think I'd have a really good chance against him. Mostly. Alright, let's see. What do I use to spawn him? Mechanical Skull, which requires bones, iron bars, souls of light, and souls of night. So that's going to be something. Gonna have to get all of that shit out. But what about a mechanical eye? Souls of light, lenses, and iron bars. It's going to need more iron. I have a shit ton of lenses. I don't know how many souls of light I have. I will go check. I know to get souls of light, you need to go ahead and go into the hollowed underground, which is some place that I have not really gone into, so I'm going to guess I don't have the stuff for that. That's going to have to be something that I work on off screen, I guess. Either way, I look like a knight. You look like a dildo. Which is exactly what I've always wanted to look like, I guess. A giant silver and yellow dildo, I guess. Very odd, very odd. Oh, boy. Anyway, I'm probably going to be ending this episode here because I have to grind off screen to get the things for the next 2 bosses. But hopefully, next time on Terraria, we're going to be taking on Skeletron Prime and the twins.
And before I end this episode, I want to thank all of my YouTube members, including the Disciples of Epsilon, Valric, Amber, and Phoenix. Without you all, this channel wouldn't stay afloat. So thank you for all your support, and I'll see you guys next time!